Assalamualaikum. Hello everyone. Hope you all are fine at home. Now, welcome back again to Honeydew's fourth lesson, Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. Students, I hope you go through part 1, part 2 and part 3 and the real what happened to Bipin Chaudhary, you understood it very well by these 3 parts. Today I am going to teach you your Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory Part 4. Students, before going ahead, I want to tell you what happened on third part of the lesson. That if you go through it, you know that Chunilal, the person, his childhood friend, I told you that he came to his home for help and Bipin Chaudhary don't want to talk to him, so he told his servant to tell him that please leave that home. But all of a sudden Bipin Chaudhary realized that he was his nearest friend, so he knows about Ranchi trip maybe, so he went to meet him, Chunilal, and asked for a Ranchi trip, and Chunilal also gave some evidence that yes, you were at Ranchi in the year 1958. Which evidence given by Chunilal? First, that when Bipin Chaudhary was leaving, Bipin Chaudhary was going at Ranchi at that time, Chunilal was with him, where at a station to say him goodbye, right? And second evidence he gave that one of the fan of his compartment was not working properly, so for the maintenance of that fan, Chunilal called an electrician. So these two evidence given by Chunilal. Then what happened? Bipin Chaudhary also got very confused after listening what Chunilal said, right? So he called doctor. What's the name of that doctor? Dr. Paresh Chanda. Paresh Chanda, he was a physician, so he came. Bipin Chaudhary went to meet him, and Paresh Chanda gave suggestion that to solve this problem he should go to Ranchi. So next morning early, after taking breakfast, he called at his office, gave some instruction, and then procured a first class ticket of Ranchi for that day evening. Right, students, we came here. Now what happened? See in our fourth part of Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. See, getting off the train at Ranchi next morning, he realized at once that he had never been there before. Getting off the train at Ranchi. So I told you that next morning Bipin Chaudhary left for Ranchi and went to Ranchi next morning, and after reaching there he realized first that he had never came there before. He came out of the station. Then after reaching there, he came out of the station, took a taxi and drove around the town for a while. So he wandered around town. He took a taxi and drove around the town for a while. He realized that the streets, the buildings, the hotels, the bazaars, the Morabadi hills, with none of these had he the slightest acquaintance. Now, after moving around the town, he realized it very well that these streets from where he was moving, buildings, hotels, bazaars, Morabadi hills, everything whichever seen by him was never in his acquaintance. This place, it's like a strange place because he had never been visited this place, right? So would a trip to the Hudru Falls help? Then a question arise in his mind that the evidence given by some person, if you go through first part, so many evidence given. So in one of the evidence that when he was at when he was going for Hudru Falls, he fell down. So a question arise in his mind that would a trip to the Hudru Falls help? He didn't believe so. So he didn't believe that if I will go to the Hudru Falls, it will be helpful to me or not. but at the same time he didn't wish to live with the feeling that he hadn't tried enough. So at us all of a sudden he realized that if I will live without visiting Hudru Falls, then question arises in his mind that he hadn't tried enough, he didn't do his well to solve this problem. So he arranged for a car and left for Hudru in the afternoon. So he arranged for a car, he took a taxi and left for Hudru Falls in the afternoon and went to Hudru Falls. At 5 o'clock the same afternoon in Hudru, two Gujarati gentlemen from a group of picnickers discovered Bipin Babu lying unconscious beside a boulder. Now at 5 o'clock he went for Hudru Falls in the afternoon. So in the evening at the Hudru, two Gujarati gentlemen, two Gujarati people from a group of picnickers who went for the trip of Ranchi, they find that Bipin Babu was lying unconscious beside a boulder. When he came round, the first thing Bipin Babu said was, "I am finished. There is no hope left." So when these two Gujarati gentlemen saw that Bipin Babu was lying there unconsciously, he came near to him, and at that time Bipin Babu first the word said that I am finished, that I am totally lost, there is no hope left. Now I don't have any hope to find out that if I was at Ranchi or not in the year 1958. Next morning Bipin Babu was back in Calcutta. Now next day Bipin Babu went back to Calcutta. He realized that there was truly no hope for him, and then when he was at Calcutta he realized that there was no hope for him to find out, to solve this problem. Soon he would lose everything, and soon he lose everything. His will to work. What he lose? His will to work. Why he cannot work? Because he was totally confused. Because one part of his life he cannot recall. That's why he lose his will, his desire to work. Here will, that means desire, wish. His confidence, he lose his confidence, his ability, his balance of mind, his state of mind, all these things he lose. Why he lose? Because he cannot recall his memory and he cannot find any evidence at Ranchi. Was he going to end up in the asylum then a question arises in his mind, that was he going to end up, this situation is ending, how this situation comes to an end as in the asylum here, that means mental hospital, that he thought here this situation come to an end when I will admit at asylum. Bipin Babu couldn't think anymore. Now the situation is so worst that he couldn't think anything. Back home he rang up Dr. Chanda and asked him to come over. So when he came back to his home, he called Dr. Chanda, Dr. Paresh Chanda, and asked him to come over and asked him to come to his home. Then after a shower he got into bed with an ice bag clamped on his head, and then he took a shower, he took a bath, he got into his bed with an ice bag clamped. Here you can see the situation of Bipin Chaudhary. Ice bag, if you had seen an ice bag which we used for releasing from pain, if we ever swallow on our leg, hand, any part of our body, we use this ice bag. So he took an ice bag clamped on his head, put on his head. Just then the servant brought him a letter which someone had left in the letter box. And then what happened? His servant brought him a letter. His servant came to his home with a letter which someone had left in the letter box, which someone had posted in his letter box. a greenish envelope with his name in red ink on it. Now a greenish envelope, there is a greenish envelope, the color of the envelope is green with his name in red ink on it, and on the green envelope the name is written with a red ink. About the name it said urgent and confidential. Now Bipin Chaudhary's name above written urgent and confidential. Urgent you know very well, and confidential, that means whose name is prescribed he can use, he can read. Confidential, here you can say secret. In spite of his condition, Bipin Babu had a feeling that he ought to go through the letter. So here Bipin Babu's condition is not well. Bipin Babu's state of mind is not a complete, but also he felt that I have to go through this letter. That means here he had to read this letter. So he will have to read this letter. He tore open the envelope. Here the word tore is used. The student tore, that's the past form of tear. Tear. He tore open the envelope and took out the letter. So what happened? This is what he read. On that letter, what is written? See. Now here you can see the writing. What is there in this letter? See, dear Bipin, I had no idea that affluence would bring about the kind of change in you that it has done. Now the person who wrote this letter, he had written that he had no idea that influence, that means wealth, his wealth would bring about the kind of change. You go through part 1 to 3, in that part 1 to 3 you saw that Bipin Babu, he is a rich person, so his richness bring about the kind of change, that much kind of change come in his. So that person had no idea. Who? That person? Chunilal. Chunilal had written this letter and he told him that he had no idea that his wealth would bring so much change in him. Was it so difficult for you to help out an old friend down on his luck? And a question was asked by Chunilal that it is too much difficult for you to help your old friend when his luck was not with him. I have no money. Chunilal has no money. So my resources are limited. So his resources are limited. He has no money, so he cannot purchase so many things. His lifestyle is not so much of good. What I have is imagination. What he has is only imagination, because as you saw this line that his old friend down on his luck, that means unfortunately his life is not going completely, he lost his job, right? So only what he has imagination, a part of which I used in retribution of your unfeeling behavior. And imagination, by using his imagination, a part of which he has used in retribution of your unfeeling. Retribution of, that means as a punishment of your unfeeling behavior. What changed his behavior? That Bipin Babu lost. Bipin Babu lapsed memory, right? So that thing changed his behavior. Well, you will be alright again now. Now you will be alright. After reading my letter, you will be alright again. A novel I have written is being considered by a publisher. A novel Chunilal has written, so it will be considered by a publisher. A publisher told him to publish his novel. If he likes it enough, if a publisher liked his novel, it will see me through the next few months. If he likes it enough, if a publisher like his novel, then after few months his novel will be published. Yours, Chunilal. So dear students, in this letter, what's the controversy the writer has used? What is what's the suspense, thriller, climax the writer has used, that Bipin Babu, he is not a mental, right? He is a good person, but he was trapped by his friend Chunilal. Why he was trapped by his friend Chunilal? Because he refused, Bipin Babu refused to help him. That's why Chunilal taking revenge with him. When Dr. Chanda came to his home, Bipin Babu said, I am fine. Now before this letter, Bipin Chaudhary called Dr. Chanda, right? So when Dr. Chanda came, Bipin Babu said, I am fine. It all came back as soon as I got off the train at Ranchi. What he told Dr. Chanda, that now I am perfectly alright. And it all came back. That means his lost memory came back as soon as he got off the train at Ranchi. As soon as he went, he put his leg at a railway station of Ranchi, all his memory came back. A unique case, said Dr. Chanda. So after listening this, what Dr. Chanda said? Dr. Chanda said that this is a unique case, this is a different case. I shall certainly write about it in a medical journal. And he also said that he will certainly write about this case in a medical journal. The reason why I sent for you, said Bipin Babu, is that I have a pain in the hip from a fall I had in Ranchi. And why Bipin Babu called him? The reason behind is that he has a pain in the hip. Bipin Babu has a pain in his hip. Why he got a pain in his hip? Because he fall in Ranchi. When suggestion given by the doctor to visit the Ranchi trip, so after going to the reality, Bipin Babu understand it very well that this is not his lapse of memory, but it's a willingly, by Chunilal's will, a trap arranged by him. So what to say to doctor? So he said that when he was at Ranchi, he fall and he got a pain in the hip. If you could prescribe a painkiller, and if a doctor could, that means Paresh Chanda could, to prescribe a painkiller, to give him a painkiller. So for taking a painkiller medicines, he called a doctor. He gave this reason. Students, I hope you understood this lesson very well. If you have any problem regarding this lesson, if you could not understand, please give a comment. Thank you and Assalamu alaikum.